Hey YouTube, this is Zyloc and I'm back here on Destiny. The Dark Below DLC got released today and I've played through all of the main story missions and it was a lot of fun. I actually really liked it. I liked fighting the Hive and, you know, learning a little bit more lore, if you will, but really not that much. You will get all of your missions from Eris Morn in the tower. And our first one is the Fist of Crota. This mission is doable at level 24 and level 28. It is a one-time only mission though, so if you can do it at level 28, go for it. It's probably worth your time. I think the only thing you get out of it is an extra 10 Vanguard marks, so depending upon how worth it that is to you, go right ahead and do it. I did it on level 24 just because I just wanted to do it. So this mission's actually pretty short. Only a couple firefights, and then you'll fight the Fist of Crota at the end. He's not too terribly difficult, but there is an interesting status effect that we'll go over when we get to that fight.
Earth will suffer the same fate.
Alright, so this mission is on Old Russia. This first area that you start off in, there'll be a lot of Fallen and a lot of Hive firing at each other. You know, you don't want to be in the middle of it. Your goal is to drive better than I do here, because this is literally, wow, yeah, some of the worst driving I've ever seen. But your goal is to get up here, and you'll see that there are two knights by a doorway. You want to get past them as quickly as possible, and then get right in here and then follow the mission marker as you go. Your weapon loadout for this level is not really that important. Just use what you like to use. There's nothing too terribly challenging. Right here you'll see that there are some Hive summoning a Sword of Crota enemy. You want to try, or a Blade of Crota enemy, sorry. You want to try to kill him as quickly as possible. Before any more enemies spawn. A fusion rifle blast or two usually does the trick. And then pick up the relic sword, and there's going to be a bunch of enemies that are going to spawn in this room. And this room is fantastic. You will pick up a bounty from Eris to kill 15 enemies on Earth with the relic sword. And there's probably 20-25 enemies in here. Keep in mind R2, when you have the sword in your hand, does do an area of effect attack, so you can kill a bunch of enemies at once. Use that whenever there's two or more enemies around you. And you see I'm getting really risky here, really brave, and you just want to try to take them out as quickly as possible because there are a lot of enemies here, but nothing too terribly dangerous. As you can see, I'm really not, you know, ducking behind cover or anything. And I think I took them all out, and I got the bounty done. So not a big deal. That sword does last for 60 seconds, and it's about to go away here. It's a lot of fun to play with if you hadn't done it before the DLC came out.
Using the shadows as the Hive do. Keep your eyes open.
Changed my icebreaker here. Fusion rifles work great as well, but my icebreaker is, you know, much more leveled up, and I can hopefully do a lot of work on this boss. But I suggest using whatever you're comfortable with. Anything but really shotguns, because you really don't want to get close to this boss. The Fist of Crota has a lot of very powerful melee attacks, and this shockwave attack that he uses a couple times in a row here at the beginning, you can use later, and it does take off a lot of your health, so watch out for it. It works a lot like the Fist of Havoc on the Titan, and it is very dangerous. So what you want to try to do is definitely keep your distance. If you can get to medium to long range, that's what you really want to get. You'll notice off to the left you'll see that a dark burden status effect on your character. That means that you cannot double jump. You only get one jump at a time. It's really not that big of a deal, but it can make it difficult if you don't remember that you have that on you and you're trying to get around the rocky terrain in this level, trying to escape the thralls. If you can get a bunch of sniper rifle shots at him in a row, get a lucky grenade throw in there like I did, you can take him out pretty quickly. And if you take him out quickly, the rest of the enemies will disappear after about 5 seconds, and the mission is over at that point. So it's really not that difficult, but you want to try to take the Fist of Crota out as quickly as possible, because you don't want to have to deal with all of those extra enemies. As you can see, we got the shard of the fist blade, kind of proof that we took him out, and we will go turn that into Eris right now. And while you're doing this, turn in your bounties as well. No reason not to do that. And she will, after you turn that in, give you your next mission, which is the Siege of the Warwind, which I will cover in the next video. Also another pretty cool mission. Much more difficult though, but that's okay. Always looking for a challenge occasionally. And that's really it for it, guys. So as always, I'm Zyloc. Hope you guys are enjoying the DLC. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Thanks for watching, and keep on gaming.